What's up? What's up? What's up? Is this the right page? What page is this? Is this the Big Mouth Media page or the other page? No, this the right page. This the right page. This the right page. What's up, Jessica? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? I know we late. I know I'm so late. I'm so late. I'm so late, y'all. I'm so late. I'm like 3 hours late. I know. I know. Our turnout gonna be ass probably. I know. I know. What's up, everybody? I made it. Good. Somebody made it because I don't want to be reading to myself, although I will if I have to. Okay. I shall if I have to. Avert your ears. I gotta. Okay, that works. Man, these folks trying my nerves today at work. For real, what they up there doing? Jessica, don't let them folks stress you out. Don't let them folks stress you out, Jesse. How is Max doing? He's doing good. He's doing well. He recovered. He's back here asleep now. He back there. Y'all see him? He knocked out. He was just up playing. I just fed him and stuff, and he was just up playing and running around like nothing ever happened. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, or what the F? Hey, Lullaby, what's up, baby? I'm just sitting here like, what the F? Like, I couldn't believe that he just sitting here acting like ain't nothing happened after all the hell this dog just rose from being disobedient and eating stuff off of my floor. But that's Max for you. Okay.
The main difference between the teeth in a day process and Nuvia's 24-hour process is...
He just acted like he wasn't just foaming at the mouth a few hours ago. Let's be for real. He was just foaming at the mouth a few hours ago, throwing up and shaking and trembling and couldn't stand up. Then I put him in the room for a few hours. Like he was outside. I left him outside for like 3 hours. And then I went out there and got him and I put him in his room because he was still pissing on himself because he couldn't control his bladder. So he was just peeing on himself like constantly. So I went to his room or whatever and he was laying down and I was like, is you better? And then he just jumped up and like tried to jump over the dog gate. So I just took the dog gate down and he just running, jumping, acting like nothing was happening. Ran right in the kitchen, you know, right up to the stove, waiting on his food to get prepared. So I wasn't going to feed him because I was like, I don't want him to throw nothing up. But I was like, all right, well, let me give him some food to make sure, see what he can hold down. And he ate that food up. I gave him some chicken thighs, butternut squash, and some mixed vegetables. And he ate it up. So I was like, okay, well, he good then. And he came in here, got his toys, and started jumping around and playing and jumping on me and stuff. Like nothing ever happened. So I'm just acting like ain't nothing ever happened. Okay, apparently nothing ever happened. I pray it the rest of this week. I'm great. I'm glad I suggested the ice cubes. Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, you prayed over him. Yeah, I did. Yep, I prayed over him, and I thank God that he made it through. But okay, y'all. So tonight we probably gonna have a slight, not that good of a turnout tonight because we is talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, and this is a lot of people's least favorite verse, or not Bible verse, but chapters in the Bible because they they don't really like to see God smite things. People don't really like that part. So people don't like that part of God. They just like to see him throw blessings at them all day. Then when his wrath come, everybody just acts shocked. Like we didn't do everything to deserve it. But, it is what it is. Tonight we going to find out how wrathful God can be. Okay? Now, something I was just reading in a chapter that we read. Okay, Keyfax, thank you. Something I was just reading, and congrats on your job, Pooh. Something I was just reading that we read the other day that I wanted to talk about because it was so significant, but we literally skimmed over it like it wasn't or like it didn't happen. Do y'all remember when we was talking about Sarah? Okay, so what we at right now is, hold on, let me spit. Where we at right now, God just renamed Abram and Sarai. Okay, so y'all remember Abram and his wife Sarai, they went to Egypt. He pimped her out to the Pharaoh. They came back. You know, he went to war for the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah and to get his nephew back, Lot, who got kidnapped. And he got Lot back. He got all the other people back from Sodom and Gomorrah that got kidnapped, and he got paid by the kings and gave all of the money to his soldiers. So now him and Sarah was renamed by God. You know, Abraham then got the maid pregnant, and the maid and Sarah is slapping the maid the fuck up around the house and things in them natures because, you know, the maid done got out of hand. Okay, the maid popping coochie on her on Sarah's husband, and she had his baby, his firstborn, so she thinks she hot stuff. So, you know, Sarah had to put that pen down on her. And God then came and told her time and time again that he was gonna give her a child, and she just being impatient at this point and she don't want to wait. So she got some random out here just having babies by her husband. Now they in the tent, and they are in they tent one day, and God shows up with two angels. Now here's the problem that I'm having, y'all. I didn't know. Hey, Island Guy, what's up, baby? I didn't know that God ever walked this earth in human flesh. Okay? So we kind of skimmed over that, but that's so monumental. Like that's like, I would say, like one of the biggest parts of the Bible. This is my first stream. Well, I hope you enjoy it. How you doing? So late, but I'm gonna rewatch tomorrow. Okay, Jess. So let me read the verse again, and then I'm gonna let y'all decide if y'all, you know, if y'all think that this is actually God walking in a physical man suit down here on this earth. Because to my knowledge, he never did that. Walked in a physical down here on the earth. Anyway, let's read it. Okay. So it says, and the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. Okay, so it said appeared. Usually, like in the Bible, y'all know they usually say they heard the Lord, or something like that, but now they say he appeared. Okay, and he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground. Okay, so it said God showed up with 2 angels, and as soon as Abraham saw them, he ran and bowed. Okay, and said, my Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Okay. And then let me skip down to Sarah promised the son. So, and they said unto him, where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee accordingly to the time. I will certainly return unto thee accordingly to the time of life. And lo, this is God talking. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and stricken with age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also? And the Lord and the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of surety bear a child, which am old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed, I will return unto thee, according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. Then Sarah denied, saying, I laugh not, for she was afraid. And he said, nay, but thou did laugh. So this is literally a conversation they're having with God in their face. So this is walked as Jesus. No, this is way before Jesus was born. Glory to God. Hey, y'all. So that's kind of crazy, right? So look into that a little bit more because we don't really have time. We gotta fly through this because we late. But tomorrow, I'm gonna go to Chat GPT. I can't even turn. Oh, my computer's fully charged. Look at God, and it's right on Chat GPT. Look at God, right on time. Did God appear to Abraham and Sarah in the flesh outside of Sodom? Now this shit just said conversation not found. Okay, I think I've been gone too long. One second, y'all. Did God appear in person to Abraham and Sarah? In the biblical narrative, God appears to Abraham and Sarah on multiple occasions, often in the form of a divine visitation or through angels. Okay, so remember divine visitation. One note instance is when three men appeared to Abraham near the oaks of Mamre, which is traditionally understood as a theophany, a visible manifestation of God. Okay. These visitors inform Abraham and Sarah that they will have a son despite their old age. This son, Isaac, is later born. No. Okay, so it's saying he didn't appear. A visual manifestation of God. So what is that? So he's sitting here. So it was three angels then. Okay, so three angels. Who was this is crazy. Okay, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not even gonna try to get it. Be careful with that Chat GPT. The religious answers are questionable. Very, because that don't even make no sense. God appeared to him through angels, but he's talking to God. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I got it. Okay. So the angels are talking, but when they say God said, it's God talking through an angel. Okay, that makes sense. All right, alrighty. Okay, all right. All right, now we can move on to what we came here for, y'all. I just had to get that clarified. Like, how you talking to God and looking at angels? Okay, God is speaking. Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Where was we at now? Okay, so he rescued Lot. Girl, this is not the page we on. What is all of this? Oh, okay, yeah, we ain't on this page. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah's fate. That's what we at. I'm sorry, guys. Sodom and Gomorrah's fate. Same way God is talking through you right now, boo. Thank you. But I hope somebody put me in the Bible. They don't. Well, I hope. I don't know. I won't be in no Bible, but I'm just saying. I don't be saying God said, because you're gonna confuse people. Like if we was writing, like if the Bible was written today, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have said God said, because nobody would know that. Where are we at? We at Sodom and Gomorrah's fate, y'all. We right here. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah's fate. That's what we at. That's what we starting at. And I'm about to read all the way through. We got to knock some of these chapters down tonight, baby. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to read all the way through to chapter 25. So we'll finish off. Chapter 24 will be the last chapter we read. So we're starting on 18 and we're reading through 24. Okay. There's only 50 chapters of of Genesis. So we should be done with Genesis. What's today? Thursday. We'll probably be done with Genesis by the end of the week. All right. Sodom and Gomorrah's fate. Chapter 18, verse 16. Sodom and Gomorrah's fate. And the men rose up from thence and looked toward Sodom. And Abraham. Oh, wait. Let me remind y'all about what Abraham did. He told God, he asked God that if they find 10 righteous, would they spare Sodom? So I want y'all to understand that before Sodom and Gomorrah gets destroyed, that he asked God that. Okay, moving on. And the men rose up from thence and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to bring them on their way. And the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham that thing which I do? Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great. Oh, we read that already. Oh, yeah, we read that already. So we done read Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, we on 19 then, y'all. We got to be on 19 then, y'all. Yeah, we on 19. We on chapter 19. I'm sorry. Because we read that. That's all Sodom and Gomorrah's fate. That's when he begged God not to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. We already read that. So we on angels visit Lot. Sorry about this, y'all. And there came 2 angels to Sodom. Chapter 19, verse 1. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. Okay? The evil men of Sodom. But before they laid down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round. That means they surrounded the house. Okay, so now we in the house. They about to lay down and go to sleep. They done just ate. The angels is about to lay down. And before they can, boom, it's people surrounding the house. Okay, but before they did lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house around, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to see thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. At this point, these men, now this is every man in the city, came out. To our word, these 2 angels, okay? Know them means to know them. So they came out to our word, these 2 angels. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold now, I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Oh my goodness. This man was about to sell his 2 virgin daughters to the whole town. You was about to let them run a train on you, Ebony. So what? You just gonna let them run a train? Nah, quit. I'm sorry, y'all. He was, Lot is a piece of work, ain't he? And do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house into them. Oh, pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door and the house with blindness. Both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. Okay. So we in the thick of it right now. Okay. Now y'all remember another sacrifice. Okay, they just sacrificed the women left and right. Okay. And one thing, unleavened bread means bread made from yeast or baking, made without yeast or baking soda. Okay. Okay. So some dry ass bread. They making it plain. We are made in God's image. Preacher may be talking, but that's God speaking. Okay. But yeah, okay. So here's the deal, y'all. These niggas is unruly. I mean, we can see this right here, right now. Okay. These men, they don't know these are angels. Okay. I don't know. And let me actually ask ChatGPT, because I don't know why they chose these two men, but I had heard from somebody. I don't know who told me that. I think it might have been a YouTube video, that they was in a tavern. Let me just look it up. So I put, why did the men of Sodom want to R-word the two angels? Okay, so it blocked that because of the R word. What is that? Okay, ChatGPT won't tell me because I guess even the answer has the R word in it. I guess, I don't know. Oh, they was just hostile because they was outsiders. Okay, cool. Ask Google. Said they was just hostile because they was outsiders. That's what I'm going to go with for right now because I really don't have the time to stop. We is too far behind already. But yeah, so we see the men. They trying to R-word the angels. The angels smited them with blindness, and Lot is about to escape. Let's keep going. Lot and his family flee. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters? And whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. How is these niggas still saying all of this and they blind? They can't even see. What are y'all going to do? For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord. And the Lord has sent us to destroy it. Oh, these are the angels talking. I'm sorry. So the angels is telling Lot, do you got anybody else up in this house that you love? Okay? Get them out because we about to burn it down. That's what he said. Okay, the Lord sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you up out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. Oh, so they thought he was playing. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened. Oh, the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him. And they brought him forth, and set him without the city. Okay? So they brought him and his daughters and his wife, and they taken him out of the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life, Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain, escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. Okay, so he's saying don't stay in the plains. Do not stay on flat ground. Okay, everything that's on flat ground is getting burned. Go up into the mountains if you want to escape these flames. Okay. And Lot said unto thee, Oh, not so, my Lord. Behold now, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast shewed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold now, this city is near to flee unto. So he's saying I can't go into the mountains because I'm scared something gonna kill me. Okay. Behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Oh, he's saying it's a little city nearby. Can I go there? That's what he's saying. Okay, because I'm like, what? Okay, so behold now, this city is near to thee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. It is not a little one, and my soul shall live. Oh, is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city, for the which thou hast spoken. Oh, for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. So he's saying, okay, I won't destroy this city that you're telling me about because you vouched for them. Escape there because I can't do nothing until you leave. That's what he's saying. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. Okay? Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities. And that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord. And he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and behold, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke on a furnace. Okay, so y'all remember Abraham had that little altar up in the mountains in between that it was in between east and west. He had a little altar up in the mountains they used to go to talk to the Lord and sacrifice shit. Okay, remember he cut that goat up and put it up there. But yeah, so that's where he went. So he went up into the mountains, up to his altar, and he turned and looked at Sodom and saw that everything was burnt up. Okay, it was all burnt up. Okay. Do anybody got anything to say, or we still reading? God is woman per. Okay, sis. Have fun with that. The story of Lot is a good one. When God made the New Testament, all of the old passed away, but it is good to know the New Testament too. I'm with you. They were sacrificing women because they knew who God was. Same reason they turned on Jesus. He better not be asking ChatGPT again, child. No, I don't think, honestly, to tell y'all the truth, even when God spoke, when Sarah laughed at God, he didn't speak to her. Did y'all get that? Did y'all get that? Like, there's I know it's a lot of women in this room, and I know y'all want to believe God is a woman. But I don't think God has a gender, number one. Honestly, I think, well, maybe I don't know. This is a sticky situation. But all I'm saying is, when Sarah laughed at God, he didn't ask Sarah shit. He asked Abraham and said, did your wife just laugh? Okay? So, I mean, it's clearly a respect level that God has for Abraham that he don't have for Sarah. Okay, let's be for real about the situation at hand here. Please don't deceive people. Please don't, girl. I know you on your feminist shit, but girl, sis, it's just spirit that new women were needed to sustain humanity. Oh yes, of course. Oh yes, of course. But one thing about it is so weird, like no matter what they be doing to these, like no matter what they be doing to these women, like it don't never have an effect. I don't know. 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 Or maybe it do and the Bible just not focusing on it. Like for real. Like maybe the reason why Sarah and him had to wait till they was old to have a baby is because he tried to sell her to the Pharaoh or whatever. Like, you know, I don't know. The Bible don't say that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. And it came to pass. Told y'all I'm not a preacher. Shut up, believe what you want. Okay. I'm going to look down now. And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out to the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. Lot seems to be a problem. It seemed like God overthrowing every city he go to. We might not want him nowhere. The birth of Moab and Benami? Yeah, Moab and Benami. The birth of Moab and Benami. And Lot went up into Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountains, and his two daughters with him. For he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his two daughters. Boom. Now these angels already told him they was not going to destroy that city because he spoke up for it and they told him he could stay there. He didn't trust them. Okay? He left this city and went to the mountains because he didn't trust that they wouldn't destroy it. Okay? He dishonored God. Angels served the will of God. Okay? So their promise was just as good as God's promise. He did not honor it. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all of the earth. So they saying we ain't gonna find no baby daddies. We ain't gonna find no husbands because God done burnt all this shit down. Okay? Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and laid with her father. And he perceived not when she laid down, nor when she arose. Okay, so he didn't even know she was on top of him. Lord Jesus. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him. And she perceived not. And he perceived not when she laid down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. All right now. All right now. It was incest. It was the R word. Okay? It was a whole lot of stuff. Now, one thing about it, baby, I don't know how drunk they got their daddy. I don't know how drunk did they get that man? Their wine must have been stronger back in the day. Maybe they had purer grapes than we got. Because, baby, how drunk you got to be to not know you screwing your own daughters? He was drunk, okay? He ain't know they was, girl, that's crazy. The birth of, okay, yeah, we there. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the younger, she also bare a son, and called him Benami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon until this day. Okay? Abraham deceives Abimelech. Yeah, Abraham deceives Abimelech. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. Hmm? Y'all, he back on his bullshit. He back on his bullshit. So they just went into another country, okay, South country, and he's scared. Y'all remember last time when they went to Egypt, he was scared that his wife was so beautiful that the man was gonna kill him for her. So he made her lie and say that was his sister. Now he doing it again. He doing it again, y'all. He doing it again. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. Oh my goodness. How old is this woman? Why he want an old woman? They done kidnapped her again, Lord. God, is you gonna save her this time? This heifer keep getting kidnapped. And he keeps just offering her up like she just a damn peace offering. And took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night, and said unto him, behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. Did he just threat? Girl, that was a threat if I ever heard one. But Abimelech had not come near her. And he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, she is my sister, and she herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and what the f is this word? My heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. And God said unto him in a dream, yeah, I know that thou did this in the integrity of thy heart. For that thou did this, I know for the law. Yeah, I know that thou did this in the integrity of thy heart. For I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her. Now, therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. So he said he ain't gonna kill you, he gonna kill you and everybody you fuck with. Okay, everybody you love is gone, baby. Therefore, Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and took all the things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid. Oh, and told all these things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid. Abimelech reproaches Abraham. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, that's not what he said, but yeah. What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee? That thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin. Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what sawest thou that thou hast done this thing? And Abraham said, because I thought, surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake. And yet indeed she is my sister. She is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Oh, y'all, I didn't know he was a what? So he wasn't lying this whole time. She is his sister. Y'all. Oh, shoot. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me back that up. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. So she is half-sister. What? Y'all see what I'm saying? Incest was just running wild like back then. everybody was just screwing everybody. For real. I wouldn't even be surprised if Adam and Eve kids' wives was their sisters. Because we never found out what happened to all them daughters Eve was having. I wouldn't be surprised if they was married off to them sons. I wouldn't be surprised. As we done seen up in this Bible, that happens a lot. Thank you for doing this. Yes, no problem. Okay, a few things. Abraham is a coward at this point. I'm tired of him. Number one, first of all, I'm going to just say this. Nigga, God done blessed you with so much. Okay? God gave him all that. First off, the first time you sold your wife, the damn king gave her back, and he gave you all that damn cattle and gold and silver to take with you up out of his kingdom. Okay? Then, I don't know what you done did with all of that cattle, all of that gold and all of that silver, but these niggas keep ending up homeless and got to move on to the next place. Why you can't stay nowhere? Oh, wait, God did just burn down a whole bunch of... But I don't think God burnt down his where he was living, did he? No, he didn't. No, he ain't burned him down. So yeah, why you can't just stay where you be at? You keep going from kingdom to kingdom with your scary ass, pimping out your wife, and you got God about to smite folks. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, baby. When you a prophet of the Lord, and he put you on a mission, anything and everything that come up against you is going to fall. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Okay? I ain't saying I'm no prophet, but I definitely think God has put me on a mission, because for some reason, a lot of people that came up against me in this life of mine, and everyone that has failed. Everyone that come up against me, whether I'm doing wrong or not. And see, now we see that Abraham is the one doing wrong. He's tricking people. He's beguiling people into believing. Well, I mean, he's not lying, but you know what I'm saying? He's not letting people know the whole truth. He's saying it's my sister, but he ain't saying it's my wife too. You know what I'm saying? So you got people taking this woman, and then God is literally dooming these people. God came to this man in a dream and called him a dead man. You are but a dead man. What? God, Lord, if you don't take this bitch up on my house, pack your shit. Sarah, get up. Get your shit on. Like, what you talking about? And you doing all of this because you a coward. Pussy. And God just keep blessing this punk ass nigga. I really want to know what was coming down the pipeline from his kids and stuff, because he getting too many blessings. Y'all remember when God told him to look to the land to the right, and all of that was going to be his land? He just keeps squandering all these blessings. Anyway, moving on. I thought God was telling him to move. When? God ain't tell them to move. God told Lot to move. When did God tell them to move? Did I miss that? Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is why they moved, because God burned down. Okay, yeah, that's why they moved. Okay. Yeah, that's why they moved. But I mean, you gotta stop being a pussy. Like, at some point in your life, my brother, you're gonna have to fight. Okay? Or something. You gotta stop lying like this. Or tell them half truths like this. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. Okay. She became my wife. Okay, and it came to pass when God caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said unto her, this is thy kindness which thou shalt shew unto me at every place whither we shall come. Say of me, he is my brother. Oh, okay. Oh, he's telling him that when God told him to leave his dad's house and go out, he told her to tell people that they was brother and sister. And Abimelech took sheep and oxen, and men servants and women servants, and gave them unto Abraham, and restored him Sarah his wife. And Abimelech said, Behold, my land is before thee, dwell where it pleases thee. And unto Sarah he said, Behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of the eyes, unto all that are with thee, and with all other. Thus she was reproved. This man and gave her back and gave him all this money and all this cattle and all this land. So it didn't work again, Lot. I mean, not Lot, but Abraham. See, when you do something once and it worked, you're going to keep doing it. Okay? You're going to keep doing it. Abraham prays for Abimelech. Oh, you're praying now. So Abraham prayed unto God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children. For the Lord had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. So he made all them women barren because the Sarah barren ass was up in there. The birth of Isaac. And the Lord visited Sarah, and he had said, and the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived, and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which God had spoken to him. And Abraham called, we gotta wait on the Lord, see. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as God had commanded him. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto them. And Sarah said, God hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, Who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children suck? And she said, Who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children suck? For I have borne him a son in his old age. Oh, I guess she's saying like, who gonna have something to say now? Because I gave him a son. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess people was like saying stuff about her not giving him no kids. I don't like Sarah. I'm gonna just be for real with y'all. And I think the only reason God even spares her is because Abraham. And I think the only reason God even spares Abraham is because of who's coming out their generations. It's going to be Jesus. It's going to be Jesus. It's going to be Jesus. That's why. Am I right? Did I guess it, y'all? Is it Jesus? Oh, my God. It's crazy. Oh, my God. Oh, yo, God, what, girl? We got to have dialogue. What y'all want me to just keep reading all night long? Anyway. Where I'm at. Okay, and Sarah, and she said, Who would have said unto, okay, yeah, I got that. And the child grew and was weaned. And Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. So when he was weaned off the tit, he made a great feast that day. Hagar cast out. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And God said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman. And all that Sarah has said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. And Abraham rose up early in the morning. Okay, so y'all remember the maid that had the baby. Okay, now Sarah done got all, she feeling her pussy. Okay, she done had her own baby. Now she don't need this maiden or this baby that came with it. Okay? So she's telling her, cast out the maid that I told you to sleep with and the son that she had for you. Because that ain't your son. That's not your heir. This is your heir. And God agrees. So God said, I will take care of him because he came out your nutsack. Okay? He's your heir. He's your seed. That's what that means. He came out of Abraham. So he's saying, because he came out of you, Hagar, right? I will take care of him and I will make him a king. What would he say? Yeah, make him a king. But hearken unto your wife. Listen to her. Cast them out. That's what he's saying. Now she was back. Yeah, Sarah's a piece of work, I'm telling you. But didn't Sarah turn into a pillar of salt? No, Sarah is Abraham's wife. Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. Okay? Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. And if I do remember correctly, Lot's wife, wasn't she his cousin or something? Lot's wife? Like she was like his uncle, daughter or something like that? Or his niece? Something. I think Lot's wife was his niece. I think it was his brother's daughter. So yeah. Don't quote me though. Okay, but anyway. So Hagar cast out. Let's get back to it. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took his bread and a bottle of water. Bottle? Girl, y'all fancy. And gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder. Oh, Hagar is the mama. I'm sorry. Hagar is the mama. And gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder, and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. And the water was spent in a bottle, and she cast the child unto one of the shrubs. And she went and set her down over against him in a good way off, as it were a bow shot. As it were a bow shot. For she said, let me not see the death of the child. And she sat over against him and lift up her voice and wept. Oh, so they about to die now. Like they out in the desert and she is ran out of water and she tired. So she done dropped the baby on top of a bush and she about to just let him die. Oh, sad. Oh, oof, it's sad. God consoles Hagar. See all the mess you done made, Sarah, you bitch, because you didn't want to wait on God? And God heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of God called to Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, why aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for God hath heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in thine hand, for I will make him a great nation. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the bottle with water, and she gave the lad a drink. And God was with the lad, and he grew, and dwelt in the wilderness, and became an archer, bow and arrow. And he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt, a covenant with Abimelech. And it came to pass at the time that Abimelech and Phicol, the chief captain of his host, spake unto Abraham, saying, God is with thee in all thou doest. Okay? Because remember, Abraham is a prophet. So even when he's selling his wife for money and sheep, God still protected him. Now, therefore, swear unto me here by God that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned. And Abraham said, I will swear. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of the well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away. And Abimelech. Okay. So I guess Abraham had a well, and then Abimelech's servants came and took it, and Abimelech, they didn't know that that was the prophet of God, and that he could get this whole place shut down in a heartbeat. So Abimelech, the king, came to kiss some ass and begged for forgiveness, I guess, from Abraham. And Abimelech said, I wot not who hath done this thing, neither didst thou tell me, neither yet heard I of it, but today. Okay, so he said, I ain't know they did this. I ain't know they took your well till today. Okay. And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what mean these 7 ewe lambs which thou hast set by themselves? And he said, for these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me that I have digged this well. Now how some goats gonna be a witness anyway? Wherefore he called that place Beersheba, because there they swear both of them. They there swear both of them. Okay. Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba. Then Abimelech rose up and forcalled the chief captain of his host, and they returned into the land of the Philistines. And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. And Abraham sojourned in the Philistines' land many days. Chapter 22. Whoo! Okay, y'all, give me a minute. Let me catch my breath, because we done read like what, 4 chapters now. I done read 19, 20, 21. Yeah, now we on 22. 19, 22, I read 3 chapters. Give me a second, y'all. Whew. Let me talk to y'all for a second. What we talking about? I have to go back and watch the beginning. I need to know Sarah. Okay. No, Lot's wife did, Megan. Oh, Lot's wife name is Megan? They didn't even say her name. I didn't know her name was Megan. You're doing so good. Thanks so much. No problem, sweetheart. But yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Honestly, I didn't know the Bible was all connected like this. I mean, well, this is only one book, but this is like a lot. This is a heavy story. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask ChatGPT who. Okay, so it says Abraham, known as the patriarch of the Israelites. Damn, he was the patriarch of the Israelites too? Okay. And a significant figure in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam had many descendants. According to the Bible, the biblical narrative in the book of Genesis and subsequent texts, Abraham's descendants include Isaac, Jacob, and the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, so Judah, I knew it. Oh, that's why God. Okay, see, God always got a plan. He always got a plan. He always got a plan, y'all. He always got a plan. It's Jesus. It's Jesus Christ. That's who the descendant is. Okay? Eventually, this is going to trickle on down. Jesus came from one of these tribes, I guess. Jesus is a descendant of Abraham through the lineage of David. Okay. Fulfilling messianic prophecies. Okay. So that's why God protected him so much. Abraham's descendant played crucial roles in the development of monotheism, the formation of the nation of Israel, and according to the Christian belief, the lineage leading to Jesus Christ. His lineage is foundational in the narratives of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, each according varying degrees of significance to different descendants. Okay. The tribe of Judah. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. That's what I knew it was something. I knew it was a reason. I knew it was a reason. I knew I guessed it. We're learning together, and it's so exciting because we're all sinners in here looking to get it right. Okay, we all trying. We all trying, y'all. You'll enjoy the next book, Exodus, a lot. Okay. Because now it makes sense. Now I think, and see, one thing about it is I got to check myself when reading this because I'm going to be for real with y'all. I was getting jealous, okay? I was getting envious of Abraham and Sarah, honestly, because this is a lot of blessings, okay? Like, these is a lot of blessings. Like, you got blessed with all of this land. He done struck your barren wife with a child. You know, you done got gold and silver and cattle and men servants and women servants out umpteen times from umpteen different kings because you done sold your wife to. No matter what mistake he make, God is clearing his path. And it's just like, I was getting a little bit jealous. I'm like, what? But you know, I got to understand, I'm one of the ones God is clearing their path too. I can't be jealous. And another thing that's not of God. But it makes sense now. And see, that goes to show you never be jealous of somebody. Okay? Because you don't know God's plan for them. See, we didn't know that Jesus was coming out of his lineage. Okay? All these people probably mad as hell. Why does this man keep getting all these cattle? Because I know if I'm mad reading it, it was mad people around him. That's probably why Lot and him really got into it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't be mad because see how Jesus it was Jesus coming. It was all a plan. It was all a plan. We are going to heaven. Work on yourself every day in Jesus' name. This is a party I want to be at. Okay. All right, let's finish reading. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Where you going, Papa? You good? You okay? Man, you in his tail. You gonna bust your tail open again, boy. Thank you. Okay. Chapter 22. Isaac to be offered as a sacrifice. What the hell is going on over here? Isaac a sacrifice. Oh, we gotta read this. What's going on? Stop. Let me scratch it. Because I ain't cut your nails and your nails is too sharp. You're gonna be to cut your skin. I'll give you a bath too tomorrow. Okay. All right. And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, behold, here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell of thee. You got to have some kind of faith do you know the kind of faith you got to have to all them blessings, God, he came to collect. He came in hot, okay? He said, yeah, I know I've been blessing you a lot, but listen here, player. I'm going to need that firstborn. I know I've been blessing you a lot. I know the only child I gave to your wife, the barren wife, but look, I'm going to need him back right quick. Okay, moving on. Let's go. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his ass. Okay, so he saddled his horse and took 2 of his young men with him and Isaac his son and clave the wood for the burnt offering and rose up and went unto the place of which God had told him. Then on the 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship. and come again to you. Now he lied to him. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? He done told this little boy he was going to sacrifice a lamb. And he really about to sacrifice. Y'all, this nigga is a liar. You lucky you a prophet. Abraham, if I see you up in heaven, we going to have some words. And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. So the son say, with a lamb for the burnt offering. He say, God will provide himself a lamb. He just lying to this little boy. A substitute offering. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there and laid the wood in order and bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood. Ooh. Hold on, y'all got to collect my thoughts. Because I cannot get mad at the Lord. That's one thing I will not do. And he's doing exactly what God told him to do. I need to check myself right quick, y'all. God's will. Submit. Okay, read on. And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. It was a test. It was a test from God. Did y'all see what I just did? Did y'all see how I laid down my pride and I trusted in God and I kept reading and found out 2 sentences later, it was a test from God. What? I'm telling you, Lord, you know you something else up there. Boy, you know you something else up there. I'm telling you. He's something else up there, ain't he? All right. What y'all said in these comments? Because I know we was all shooken. I know we was all shook like... We trying. We got to keep that faith, though. He just tested everybody's faith in the comments. All 40 of y'all we all got our faith tested. Because I know everybody was like, God, you tripping on this one. What you talking about? But we had to steam forward, okay? Full steam ahead. What y'all talking about? God is love. Yes, he was the descendant of God. Amen. He never lied. He had faith, baby. Yep. This is so deep. We belong to God. Physical body is temporary. Abraham passed because he understood the assignment. He understood. He understood. And not only did he understand, but he was so blind in his understanding. He was just going with it. Like, he didn't try to fumble for meaning. He didn't question God and ask God, hey, why am I killing my son that you gave me? He didn't ask nothing. Okay? He didn't lie to everybody. Okay? He didn't lie to the people and told them that he was just taking the son up there to sacrifice a goat. Then lied to the son, telling him he was going to sacrifice a goat. Meanwhile, he was the sacrifice. Then strapped his ass down to the border. Abraham did so much lying in these last 2 looks. Okay. All right. Pay attention to the signs that God really shows you to pay attention now for real on life. Okay, so let's keep going. Hold on, because once they start taking everybody's names and how old, talking everybody's names and how old they got, it's hard to get through. Be encouraged. I'm still in Numbers. Never question God. I need a drink. Okay, Sunday. I need a drink one for me. Drink one for me. Okay. All right. Come on. Let's keep going, y'all. Because that shook me right there a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. And he said, lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thine only son from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up as a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh. And it is said to this day, in the mount of the Lord it shall be seen. Go ahead, Abraham. You did your thing. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of the heaven the second time and said, by myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. Okay. Nahor's descendants. Okay. So more blessings. Go ahead, Abraham. More blessings. And it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, behold, Milcah, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor. Oh, I remember. Wasn't Milcah? Wasn't that the one that was like somebody's sibling that got married off? I thought it was Lot wife. I guess it wasn't Lot wife. It was Milcah. Or was it? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor, who's his firstborn, and Booz his brother, and Kemuel the father of Aram, and Chesed, and Hazo, and Pildash, and Jitloth, and Bethuel. And Bethuel begot Rebekah. These 8 Milcah did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother, and his concubine, whose name was Rumah. She also bare Tabah, Gaham, Thahash, and Makkah. Yes, Makkah. Okay. Yeah. Hold on, because I gotta see. Terah's family. Shem's line to Abraham. Now I'm gonna be for real with you. Do y'all remember when Noah cursed Ham? Now we going back to that. When Noah cursed Ham. I think that curse might have meant something, because he said that Ham's son Canaan will be a servant to Shem and to Japheth. Remember, he said that. And now we seeing Shem's, because Abraham is from Shem's bloodline. We're seeing Shem's bloodline is very blessed. And the Canaanites are not. Because they done already been through famine and everything, some more shit. Okay? They done been through wars, famine, and all that stuff already. So it's really looking like Noah's curse had some weight to it, because he said Canaan will be a servant to them for the rest of his life, and we really seeing like his Canaan's bloodline is feeling the fuckery too of the curse. Abraham had a lot of faith in God, but keep reading, because God ends up telling Abraham not to sacrifice his son. Girl, we done read past that, not Megan. A man can't curse anyone but himself. I don't know. No, because that good. No. He cursed Canaan, and it's looking kind of cursy around this motherfucker. It's looking cursy. Okay? And he blessed Shem. He blessed Shem. And look at his bloodline. Like, Shem is doing amazing. The Canaanites are blessed. Where? Where they blessed at? Because last time I checked, it was famine going on over there in the land of Canaan. Remember, it was famine, and then they fled to Egypt. That's why Abraham left. He was living outside of the Canaanite territory, and then he fled because they had no food over there, and he fled and went to Egypt and sold his wife for some goats. Wrong city, baby. Okay, what? Okay, wait a minute now. Canaan is the promised land. Hold on, baby. He did not curse Canaan. Is Canaan where the Canaanites live? Because he did curse him, sweetie. I remember Noah said, Canaan, you're cursed. Let's go back. Canaan cursed. He cursed him. And there was famine in the land. Yeah. Abraham enters Canaan, and then right here is where he left and went to Egypt. There was famine in the land, and Abraham went down to Egypt to sojourn there. I'm not tripping. I know what I'm talking about. It was famine. So I don't know what blessed part y'all reading, but they had famine, sweetie. They had no food, sweetie. So when did they get blessed? Later? Because when we just read, they didn't have no food. Watch out for those monitor spirits. What's a monitor spirit, sis? Yeah, I remember this shit too much for me, baby. It was a test of his faith for God. Yes. Amen. Abraham and all his faith in the Lord. Big mouth, I'm sorry. No, you good. Y'all good. We just all in here learning and reading. But I do be remembering stuff. So I'm like, hold on now. I be remembering stuff now, because this is a good book. I ain't gonna lie. That's why they call it the good book. It's a good book. It's a good book. What's up, Lashai? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Okay, let's keep reading though, because yeah. So I guess the Canaanites is gonna recover, I guess. Let's just keep going. Okay, ooh, this is not the right page. We is not here. Okay, the death of Sarah. Oh, Sarah gotta die? Damn, Sarah. So who Abraham gonna have all these kids with? God bless. God just promising all these damn babies. I know he can't have no babies with this corpse. And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah. And Sarah died in Kirjath Arba. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. Well, R.I.P. And Abraham stood up from before his bed and spake unto the sons of Heth, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the children of Heth Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him, Hear us, my Lord. Thou art a mighty prince among us. In the choice of our sepulchres, sepulchres, bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee his sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead. And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. And he commuted with them, saying, If it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me, and entreat for me to Ephron the son of Zoar, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is in the end of his field. For as much money as it is worth, he shall give it me for a possession of a buried place amongst you. Oh, Abraham is cocky. He just walking up to people telling them to give them their shit now. See what happens when them kings just start giving shit up? Abraham got cocky. Now he just walking up to people just telling them to get their shit up. Okay? He ain't even asking no more. All right. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, My Lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. Why is it that betwixt me and thee? Oh, what is it? What is that betwixt me and thee? Bury therefore thy dead. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver, which he had named in the audience of his son of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchant. Okay, so he paid him. Okay. All that money you got for selling dead ass Sarah, never mind. In the field of Ephron, which was in the Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field, and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, which were made sure, unto Abraham for possession in the presence of the children of Heth, before all that went in at the gate of the city. Okay? The burial of Sarah. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah his wife in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. I don't know what that means. The same as Hebron in the land of Canaan. And in the field, in the cave that is therein, were made sure unto Abraham for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth. The search for a wife for Isaac. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and the Lord has blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of the house that ruled over all the land he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh. What happened? And I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. But thou shalt go unto my country and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac. That's right. See, he knew them Canaanites was cursed. He didn't even want his son sleeping with none of them women. He didn't even want his son. Well, hold on now, because you talking about go back to your land. Won't they be? So he want him to commit incest, I guess. I don't know. Let's keep reading. People who practice black magic can also send familiar spirits to watch you and report back to them with information they needed about you. Huh? So proud of you. Thank you. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Shelby. Oh, thank you, Shelby. I didn't even see that. Thank you. I remember the first time I heard this story and being scared of God after this. After that. The monitoring spirits are people that want to be around you. Watch what you do, know your next moves, only to prey on your downfall. Oh. Actually, it's two types of monitoring spirits. The ones that are with you since birth. God assigns you angels, and the devil copies everything God does. Therefore, he assigns you demons. Okay. Okay. The demons are the familiar spirits since they have been with you since birth. Oh, yeah, I know them well. Trust me, I know them. What chapter are you on? God bless Canaan in chapter 15. Sis, we is on chapter 23. We on chapter 23. Let me go back to chapter 15. Maybe I missed something. I love to go back and reread now. Oh, he did bless him. He said, and also, wait, and he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs. Okay, so he's saying that your son gonna be a stranger in a land that's not theirs. So he's talking about the land of Canaan or Canaan, whatever you call it. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with a great substance. Is that what y'all talking about? Unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river of Euphrates, the Kenites, and and the Canaanites. God never blessed the Canaanites, sweetheart. Well, yes, he did. He said, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. But he gifted he gifted so did God give all that land to all these people he named, or was he saying that he was taking a land and giving it to Abraham's son Isaac? That's the question I have. So it's a part at let me verse 18, chapter 15, verse 18. Genesis chapter 15, verse 18, when he's talking about how he's prophesizing Abraham, and he's talking about how his son is gonna be a stranger in the land. He gonna get held captive in a strange land or whatever. And then he says in this same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river of Euphrates. Then it's a colon. And then it says, the Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Kadamites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephanes and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites. So is he giving all of these kingdoms to his son? Yes, that's still his generations. It is an awesome book. I'm proud of you. Thank you. He's giving it to his family, but yes, the land can still be blessed too. But he's not blessing the Canaanites, is what I'm saying, sweetheart. He's giving the land to Abraham's son. He's not blessing the people, the the Canaanites. He's not blessing them. Those are Ham's descendants. Ham's descendants is the Canaanites. Abraham and them is from Shem. He's taking the Canaanites' land and giving it to Abraham's son. That's not a blessing, boo. What do you think is going to happen to the Canaanites? They're going to probably be slaves. Keep reading. Maybe I'm just too far ahead. Yeah, we got to keep reading. Because, yeah. Honestly, hold on. How long we been here? Oh, we only been here an hour and a half. That's an hour and a half. Should we stop? All right, let's take a poll. Y'all want to stop or keep going? Just the descendants of Abraham. Yeah, he not fucking with the descendants of he not fucking with Ham's descendants. He not fucking with Canaan and them, the Canaanites. He is not fucking with them. God is not fucking with them. No, I just got here. Monitoring spirits come in different forms. Y'all think Max is a monitoring demon? Because I swear I'd have heard this nigga shapeshift before. Like, I was coming in from my bedroom, coming back into the living room one day, and it sounded like I heard a grown man walking in my living room. Like, I literally heard, like, 2 feet, and this nigga got 4. And then when I bent that corner, he was back a dog. Like, but I swear I heard a man walking in my living room. I'm not playing. I heard a man. It was one night I was in my room, and I was walking out my room, come back to the living room, and Max was in the living room, and I heard a man walking in my living room. And then when I came in there, it was him. I don't know, y'all. I think this nigga's a shapeshifter. Bust your ass, you shapeshift on me. That'll be the last shape you shift, all right? All right, let's keep going. All right, come on. We done did the burial of Sarah. Okay, the search for a wife for Isaac. Okay, he don't want Isaac getting none from the Canaanites. He said, we don't want them hoes. They got ST. I'm just playing. Okay. And the servant said unto him, peradventure. Why do I keep saying peradventure? Peradventure. The woman will not be willing to follow me unto this land. Must I needs bring the son again unto the land from whence thou camest? So he's saying, can I take your son with me to the land? Because these heifers ain't gonna come with me back here talking about, hey, your husband await you in the next land. So he gonna either have to kidnap one of these heifers, or he gonna have to bring Abraham's son with him. This the servant talking. And Abraham said unto him, beware, thou bring not my son thither again. So he's saying, my son can't go with you. He ain't going back there. The Lord God of heaven, which took me from my father's house and from the land of my kindred, and which spake unto me, and that sware unto me, saying, unto thy seed will I give this land. He shall send his angel before thee, and thou shalt take a wife unto my son from thence. And if the woman will not be willing to follow thee, then thou shalt be clear from my oath. Only bring not my son thither again. And the servant put his hand under the thigh of Abraham his master, and swear to him concerning that matter. So I guess he's saying, do whatever you got to do, just don't bring my son back there. So is he telling him to kidnap a girl? Is he telling him to kidnap a girl? Okay. The servant's prayer. And the servant took 10 camels. Damn, you need 10? And the camels of his master, and departed. For all the goods of his master were in his hand. And he arose and went to Mesopotamia under the city of Nahor. And he made his camels to kneel down without the city by a well of water at the time of the evening, even the time that the women go out to draw water. And he said, O Lord God of my master Abraham, I pray thee, send me good speed this day, and shew kindness unto my master Abraham. Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughters of men of the city come out to draw water. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the servant is outside of the city. Outside of the city in Nahor. Okay? So the servant is outside of the city in Nahor, and he saw a well. And he let the camels drink out of the well because they was thirsty. And the men of the city was coming out to drink water out of the well too. So I guess he about to bargain with one of these men for their daughters, so he ain't got to go kidnap one of these heifers. But he will if he need to, okay? We will do what we need to do if we got to do what we got to do, all right? All right. Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughters of men of the city come out to draw water. And let it come to pass that the damsel to whom I shall say, let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink. And she shall say, drink, and I will give thy camel a drink also. Let the same be she that thou hast appointed for thy servant Isaac. And thereby shall I know that thou hast shewed kindness unto my master. Okay, so he's saying, whatever girl come out here with a pitcher, let her give me some water and the camel some water. And I know that's the girl you sent for Isaac. Okay, so he's saying that's the sign that he's looking for from the Lord. Rebecca, an answer to prayer. And it came to pass, before he had done speaking that, behold, Rebecca came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor. Okay, so this is Isaac. So this is Abraham's great niece that's walking out. I just had to put the lineage together in my brain. Because y'all remember Milcah and Nahor. Nahor is Abraham's brother. Milcah is his sister-in-law. Okay? Which I do believe is his niece, because I think that was one of their other brother's daughters that Nahor married. So she's already some incest going on right there. But now, okay, now the son, the inbred son that Milcah and Nahor had a daughter. And that daughter is about to marry Abraham's son. So they cousins. Yay. But once again, like I told you, I don't think the Bible recognizes cousins. I don't think that exists in the Bible. I'm so proud of you. Keep God first. I'll support. My best is to get right with the Lord, God. Thank you. You was just reading this, Desi? Okay, cool. Let's keep going. And she said, okay, yeah. And it came to pass, before he had done speaking that, behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher and came up. And the servants ran to meet her and said, let me, I pray thee, drink a little water of thy pitcher. And she said, drink, my lord. And she hasted and let down her pitcher upon her hand and gave him a drink. And when she had done giving him drink, she said, I will draw water for thy camels also, until they have done drinking. And she hasted and emptied her pitcher into the trough, and ran again unto the well Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My damn ribs, I gotta stand up. This too much sitting. And ran again unto the well to draw water, and drew for all his camels. And the man, wondering at her, held his peace, to wit whether the Lord had made his journey prosperous or not. And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of half a shekel weight, and 2 bracelets for her hands of 10 shekels weight of gold, and said, Whose daughter art thou? Tell me, I pray thee, is there room in thy father's house for us to lodge in? And she said unto him, I am the daughter of Bethuel, son of Milcah, where she bare unto Nahor. And said moreover unto him, We have both straw and provender enough, and room to lodge in. And the man bowed down his head and worshipped the Lord. And he said, Bless the Lord God of master Abraham, who hath not left destitute my master of his mercy and truth. And his truth. I being in the way, the Lord led me to the house of my master's brethren, and the damsel ran and told them of their mother's house these things. Oh, told them of her mother's house these things. Okay, Laban's greeting. I don't know who Laban is, but we about to find out. And Rebekah had a brother. Okay, that's Laban. And his name was Laban. And Laban ran out unto the man, unto the well. And it came to pass, when he saw the earring and bracelets upon his sister's hands, and when he heard the words of Rebekah his sister, saying, Thus spake the man unto me, that he came unto the man, and behold, he stood by the camels at the well. And he said, Come in, thou blessed of the Lord. Wherefore standest thou without? For I have prepared the house and rooms for the camels. Okay. So he's telling him to come on in. Okay, so I don't want y'all to get deceived here. Because he said, the brother came out and said, Thou blessed of the Lord. Okay, but it said that he only said all of that after he saw the gold on her arm and on her ear. Okay, so he done seen all this gold that she came up in the house, and he know this Negro got money, so he didn't went out there acting all nice. Okay, moving on. The errand explained, and the man came into the house, and he ungirded his camels, and gave straw and provender for camels, and water to wash his feet, and the men's feet that were with him. And the men's feet that were with him. And there was set meat before him to eat. But he said, I will not eat until I have told mine errand. And he said, Speak on. And he said, I am Abraham's servant, and the Lord hath blessed my master greatly, and he is become great, and he hath given him flocks, and herds, and silver, and gold, and men servants, and maid servants, and camels, and asses. And Sarah my master's wife bare a son to my master when she was old, and unto him hath he given all that he hath. And my master made me swear, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife to my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, in whose land I dwell. But thou shalt go into my father's house, and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son. And I said unto my master, Peradventure the woman will not follow me. And he said unto me, The Lord, before whom I walk, will send his angel with thee, and prosper thy way. And thou shalt take a wife for my son, and my kindred, and of my father's house. Then shalt thou be clear from this my oath, when thou comest to my kindred. And if they give not thee one, thou shalt be clear from my oath. Okay, so he said, if they don't give you one, then don't worry about it. Okay, if they don't give you one, I thought he told him to kidnap the bitch. But he said, if they don't give you one, don't worry about it. You free from my oath. And I came this day unto the well, and said, O Lord, God of my master Abraham, if now thou do prosper my way, which I go, behold, I stand by the well of water, and it shall come to pass that when the virgin cometh forth and draw water, and I see her, give me, I pray thee, a little water of the pit of thy pitcher to drink. And she said to me, Both drink thou, and I will also draw for thy camels. Let the same be the woman whom the Lord hath appointed out for my master's son. Okay, so he's just recapping everything that just happened. And before I had done speaking done speaking in my heart, behold, Rebekah came forth with her pitcher on her shoulder, and she went down unto the well and drew water. And I said unto her, let me drink, I pray thee. And she made haste and let down her pitcher from her shoulder and said, drink, and I will give thy camels a drink also. So I drank, and she made the camels drink also. And I asked her and said, whose daughter art thou? And she said, the daughter of Bethuel, Nahor's son, whom Milcah bare unto him. And I put the earrings upon her face and the bracelets upon her hands. And I bowed down my head and worshipped the Lord and blessed the Lord of God of my master Abraham, which hath led me in the right way to take my master's brother's daughter unto his son. Ooh, so he even know he doing some ancestral shit. Lord, I'm about to marry the cousin off. And now, if ye will deal kindly and truly with my master, tell me, and if not, tell me, that I may return to the right hand or to the left. That I may turn to the right hand or to the left. Okay. Good Lord, I know. Literally Isaac and Rebecca's story. Literally Isaac and Rebecca's story at 11 a.m. today. We're not reading it tonight, sir. And I'm going to stop right there, y'all. I know I said I was going to get all the way. Oh, I said, oh, that's okay, yeah. Never mind, I'm going to finish. Because this the last page, and then we done with the chapter. Okay, so Rebecca can go. Then Laban and Bethuel answered and said, the thing proceedeth from the Lord. We cannot speak unto thee bad or good. Behold, Rebekah is before thee. Take her and go, and let her be thy master's son's wife, as the Lord had spoken. And it came to pass that when Abraham's servant heard those words, he worshipped the Lord, bowing himself to the earth. And the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and gave them to Rebekah. And he gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things. So they're paying a dowry for Rebekah, preparing to leave. And they did eat and drink, he and the men that were with him, and tarried all night. And they rose up in the morning, and he said, send me away unto my master. And her brother and her mother said, let the damsel abide with us a few days, at least 10. After that she shall go. And he said unto them, hinder me not, seeing the Lord hath prospered my way. Send me away that I might go to my master. And they said, we will call the damsel and inquire at her mouth. Okay, so the parents is like, look, see, you should have left last night. As soon as they said you can have her, you should have took her and left. They waited till the morning, and now her parents want her to stay there 10 days so they can say their goodbyes. But he's saying, no, look, we got to go. Let me take her and go. And they saying, okay, well, wait, let's just see what she got to say. Rebecca, come on down. So, yes, and I had read it earlier, talking to my mom. Oh, okay. Prepare. Okay, Rebecca. Wait. Okay, Rebecca agrees to go. And they called Rebecca and said unto her, wilt thou go with this man? And she said, I will go. And they sent away Rebekah their sister, her nurse, and Abraham's servant, and his